Hi, welcome. I'm Andrea Polnazik, and I'm the creator of the Elijah Project, and I'm so excited to share with you about the Elijah Project too. This study has actually been in my heart and my mind since before Catching Faith actually was even released and available for sale, because I started teaching women the Elijah Project, and has a series of great tools for evaluating where you are in life, what the snapshot of life looks like for you with your relationships, with your stress, and with taking care of yourself. But what do you do next? What do you do once you've come to a place of some self-understanding and you realize that there are some maybe habits and hang-ups underneath there that you don't really like, some patterns that you've discovered? And the Elijah Project 2, a new season, is all about that. This is going to go a step deeper. You're going to need all the skills. You're going to need your 5 R's from Elijah Project 1. But as we go into Elijah Project 2, I've created a 4-step kind of plan, or how we're going to go through the study. And you'll see it behind me, and you'll see it in your workbook, but it's 4 D's: dream, develop, disillusion, and death. And they actually really correlate well with the seasons. And if you live in a place like I do, where we have 4 seasons, we have spring, and it's a time of rebirth and dreaming, imagining. And then we have summer, which is a time of development and growth, and everything's kind of blooming and blossoming, and we get a chance to celebrate. And then there's the disillusionment process of fall, as things start to dry up and things begin to change, and our weather becomes a little bit cooler, crisp air, and we prepare for the winter season, which also is a time of death, really, hibernation, change, things kind of going dormant for a period of time. So that's sort of the pattern that we'll go through as we work through our workbook. And we're really going to spend a lot of time thinking about our seasons, thinking about what season we're in right now, and what those different seasons have looked like in our life in the past. So before we get started, here's a couple things that I want to share with you. First, I think it would be great if you got a workbook. If you can follow along with me in the workbook, I will show you what page we're on, and there'll be more information in the workbook than what I'll go over in the videos, but the activities are in there, and I think you'll really enjoy this workbook. Then I want to suggest that you either get some marker pens. You could just use regular ones you might with your kids at school, or I am right now loving the Papermate pens. So get some colors, and then I just have another little tip. I have fallen in love with these brush pen markers. Now, I'm not an artist. I enjoy being creative, and I would never spend a lot of money on markers. These happen to be clearanced. I tried them out. My daughter uses them when we're taking notes in church. We love them. So if you want something new that you have never tried, look for some brush pen markers. You'll enjoy those. And then just pick up some stickers. Unless you are amazing at drawing, and some of you are, but if you're like me, I need a lot of help. So your workbook will tell you as you go along what you need, but a few tips: if you are going to go to a craft store, you're going to want some hearts, you're going to want some stars, you're going to want some flower stickers, some bird stickers. And one of the activities that we do, I picked up like just a little family pack of stickers, because if you're like me and you can't draw, you might want to use those instead, or you could just do stick figures or names. But those are the things you're going to need. You might want a box of tissues, and I think having your Bible is always great. You can certainly look up online a Bible, but having the hard copy for me is just that tactile, flipping the pages, feeling the pages, seeing the words can be very soothing and healing. So I am excited to start this journey, and I'm so thankful and grateful that you're with me today. And I want to start, or I want to end our introduction here with this little poem. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. This is something that is, I believe, it's very old, but it was written by Reinhold Niebuhr, and it's called the Serenity Prayer. Anybody who has done anything in the 12 steps knows the Serenity Prayer, but typically only knows the beginning. So I want to share the whole Serenity Prayer with you as a blessing as we begin our study together. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace. Taking as he did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever in the next. This is found on page 8 in the workbook if you'd like to refer to it, but that'll be our blessing and sort of our touch point as we go along. So come on back for session 2.